But the question I want to ask you, sweetheart, Lady Caesar.
I like the sweetheart part, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we still have people who hide money on
Hide
the mattress. Believe it or not, 2%, 3%, right? That's why I hate a JOB.
Just so broke.
You know. Oops, that wasn't so
Great,
good.
great mind thinking like.
That's okay. Or journey of the broke, I call it as well.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Caesar, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So, we can take control of our life. Let's go, and let's get it started. Welcome to Chilling with the Chaplins. I'm LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Yes. You know we always about that vibe each and every week. So today we just want to go right to the shout out of the week. You know, we want to give a big shout out to this individual because we want to shout out from our audio listeners, you know, because
It's growing.
yes, it's growing. And so the audience listen, the shout out is from KT4RMMC.
That's a very strange name to have, but
Yes.
hey, we still love you.
But this person wrote, excellent and dynamic podcast. I love listening to this amazing couple and their interesting hot takes on my drive to work in the morning. Viva Lady Caesar. Viva Amandla.
Amanda. I wait.
LJ Amandla.
I wait.
And then she put the exclamation point with the smiley face.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And to everybody else that has actually contributed in one way or another in helping us grow. We are growing, guys.
We are growing,
And
yes.
we're excited as we go on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Be part of that. Now let's get going. So today, what are we talking about, LJ?
So today we want to talk about how to handle inflation and protect your family from it. So how can we protect our family from inflation? And so that's what we want to talk about because if you're worrying about inflation,
Which all of us are right now. With
yes,
everything that's happening.
and the high rise of the prices, that can affect your family. That can affect yourself because not everyone have a family. Some of us is single. And it still
But you still got extended family. What do you mean?
Yeah. But still, it still can affect you as well. So you know that can seem hopeless. You know, it can seem like we
Feel
helpless.
Right.
Yeah, it make us feel helpless and hopeless. Now I want to say this. You can have some control.
Yeah.
Over how inflation affects your family and finances.
Absolutely.
You definitely have some control. And today we just want to give you a few tips, a few things, what you can do to control your finances and control how you handle inflections.
Right.
Yes.
So the question is, what is inflation?
What is inflation?
What does it even mean?
Yes.
You know, like a person like myself, who probably didn't do, I don't even, no, actually I'm lying. I learned it in college when I was doing my MBA. But before that, I don't think I came across the word inflation. Or maybe in accountancy class. I don't know, I don't even remember. But my point is, some people were not privileged enough to learn about inflation, and they hear this word being thrown around.
Financial literacy.
Or financial literacy, and they hear this word being thrown around and don't really know what it is. So we're just going to break it down in a very simple way. That inflation, I'd love to quote Merriam-Webster, who defines inflation as a continuing rise in the general price level, usually attributed to an increase in the volume of money. That's a lot, right? And credit relative to available goods and services. That's inflation as per academic. But in just a plain language, I would say inflation is the rise in prices over time. I think that's enough, right? That's easy enough. Yeah, because think about it. When your parents, I'm sure you've had parents or grandparents, especially grandparents, who said, oh, in my time when I was growing up, a bottle of soda
was 5 cents.
Was 5 cents. Oh my God, how much do you pay now? $5? Wouldn't we all want to just live in those times?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Because think about it. If there was no inflation, a good inflation, not the crazy one that really messes people up, then it would mean our economies are not growing.
And we still be making $2 an hour.
And we'll still be making $2 an hour, right? Even like $1 an hour.
Yes.
Then we wouldn't be calling our prices to be, incomes to be going up, etc., etc. Nothing would be going up because it would be going with the prices all around. So good inflation is not so bad, but going back to our grandmamas and our parents, if you've got elderly parents who are comparing this way back 20, 30 years of that, it used to be so much cheaper. Yes, because it was back then, and of course, your income was equivalent to what you were paying what you were spending. But guess what? I'm sure we'll probably do this with our kids as well. And if you're young enough, you'll probably do this in the future with your kids. Yeah. But it's also very important to be financial literate. I guess that's one of the reasons why we decided to do this episode this week, because with everything happening around us right now, with the Ukraine war, we are feeling the effect of bad inflation.
With COVID-19.
We've just come out of, we haven't even come out, to be honest, but we've just come out of, I keep saying coming out, but we haven't really, we're easing out of of a pandemic for a whole 2 years where the world was turned upside down.
Yes.
And some people are still...
And the printing of money.
That too, but I think Miriam explained that in her definition, the printing of money. but people are still trying to come out of the damage that was caused by the pandemic, and then now the war happens.
Yes.
And this is just not affecting Ukraine or Russian
affecting the
people,
whole world,
but it's affecting
everyone.
So we gotta be really, really be smart in our decisions going forward, because if you are living, you will be affected so one way or the other. But then I want to know, LJ, if you could just share with us, is inflation bad or is it good for our families? Just tell us more. What do you think? How is inflation?
Now, I would say yes and no.
Right.
Because you want...
That's not a great answer, right? Yeah. But okay, elaborate.
Yes. You want inflation.
Right.
Because like my wife said,
a moderate level
inflation. Because a growing economy is a good thing.
Right.
It let us know that the economy is growing.
Yes.
So you want inflation, but you want it to grow moderately.
Yes.
You want it to grow moderately. But high inflation is not good. It's negative.
And I think we're experiencing high inflation right now. I think because of what's happening around the world, because the news affects inflation.
Yes.
I mean, people who are trading right now, their heads are spinning because the market is so volatile now.
Yes. And high inflation is not good for those that are low income, middle class.
Yeah.
If you are in the low income bracket, middle class, you really feeling the heat.
Yeah.
You know, it's not affecting the rich. The
No.
rich, they
The 1%.
The 1%,
They
good. And that's where you want to get to. You want to drive to get to the 1%.
Yeah.
You want to prepare yourself. You want to, do what you need to do to get to this 1 percentile so that you can beat inflation. Because as long as we living at the low middle class percentile, we can never overcome inflation. It seemed like, we will always be robbing Peter to pay Paul. My mom always say, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Living for post to post.
Yeah, and it's a reality for most people, actually.
Yes, and it's a reality for most.
And if you miss one paycheck, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So, but a growing economy is a good thing. But be able to prepare yourself so that when the growing economy is growing and these printing more money, you won't feel it. You won't feel
absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. So, and I want to give an example as well with the high inflations, because now we see with the high gas prices, and so
all over the world, by the way, because my mother was telling me in South Africa, I think a liter is going for 25 rands.
Wow, 1 liter.
That is
25
insane.
rands. 25.
25 rands. That's
25 rands.
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not try to.
I'm like, hold on, that's not that much money in the US dollar, though.
It is a lot, actually. It's a lot, but let's go on.
Okay,
go on.
But the AAA Mid-Atlantic says the national average of gas in 2021, this time last year, was $2.74.
If you look at it, if you want us to do the conversion, it's actually very similar. Because remember, if we convert
yes, you're right. Okay, by $2 some change. Yeah. Okay, yes, $2 some change. Wait, $2 or $3 some change? More or less, in between.
So it's actually along those lines, yeah.
Now, compared to the national average right now, which is $3.83 a gallon. So, like I said, it's about the same thing with South Africa. So,
and that's like a whole $1 a rise in just 12 months, which is insane.
That is insane. But the question I want to ask you, sweetheart, Lady Caesar.
Sweetheart, I like the sweetheart part, don't you think? Yeah, go ahead, baby.
Can we do anything about inflation? Because that's a good question. That's something that people, because we even talk about mental health last week, and how to avoid it, because this is one thing how people also dealing with overwhelmed
finances.
with and killing themselves because of finances. Divorce.
They just don't know how to cope.
Yeah, divorce happens because of finances.
Most divorces, majority
of divorces happen because of the finances. Mental health and mental illness happen because of finance, because people lose jobs. Because people lose jobs, and so it's a big question: is can we do anything about inflation? Because we still, like I said, we want to help people that dealing with mental illness and maybe a loss of a job or whatever it may be. They're fighting for their marriage. What can they do?
Oh, there's so much that can be done. And my answer would be absolutely yes. You are not helpless. There is hope.
There is hope.
And don't feel like there's no way forward or there's no solution. There's always a solution as long as you're looking for it and you're willing to implement it. And I think that's why we had one of the reasons why we decided to talk on this topic this week, because we actually wanted to put an awareness out there that let us be financial literate during this time.
Yes.
Let us be aware of certain things that can actually help us combat this inflation that we're going through right now. Because at the end of the day, life goes on. Whether inflation is skyrocketing or not. And I know people who like to complain. They go to the store, the prices are going up. But you're complaining without doing anything to combat that. are not going to help
No,
because
it's not
the
gonna
prices
help.
will remain up.
Yes.
They're not going to change just because you're complaining.
Yes.
So
They say right. Why complain? Nobody gonna hear it anyway.
Exactly, and the politicians, they don't care.
They don't care.
Trust me, they're good, so they don't care. So there are concrete steps that we're gonna take you through. A few of them that we're gonna take you through that actually will help to counteract and hedge.
Yes.
You know the effects of inflation in our families.
Because I do want to say this, because if you don't care about your life, nobody else will.
Right.
I'm gonna say that again. If you don't care anything about your life, nobody else will.
That's the truth.
So you have to do the responsible thing. You have to do what you need to do to hedge against or bet against inflation and against those bad times.
Yeah, that's absolutely
because
true.
you have to care about yourself enough to do what you need to do to overcome any crisis that may arise.
Yeah.
Because you don't want another COVID to come your way.
No.
And then you in the same situation that you're in right now.
Yeah.
You know, you want to.
And it could be worse. Actually.
And it could be worse.
Yeah. Because whatever that's coming after this, trust me. It's not going to be easy. So let's find ways to be able to combat these things,
it. Yes.
You know? So one of the ways is make and monitor your budget.
How
many people out there are living without a budget?
Especially in the black community, right?
We hate to budget. We just live life, you know, as if there's no tomorrow.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
We love to keep up with the Joneses as well, knowing very well that you can't afford it. We'll make you a very good example. We love going on vacation every anniversary and my birthday month. And this year we've decided we're not going to do it. You know, we were thinking short left, but we're like, you know what? No. You know, we got to know when to pull back sometimes. So we're gonna just take something, maybe a trip to New York because it's not far from us, and just enjoy a dinner out or whatever. But we're minimizing our spending this time around because we
have a bigger plan.
Besides that, we feel the pinch because of this inflation, you know, and also we're being smarter as well and using our monies to save and to invest in areas where we need it's gonna grow. Going on a vacation right now might not be the best idea, you know, for our short-term and mid-term goals. So think about these things, you know, monitor your budget, check where you can, you know, lower.
Check where you're spending.
Where you're spending unnecessarily.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
Person like myself who loves online shopping. Oh, it's been hard. It's been really, really tough not to go to Amazon. Oh, goodness, help me. But guess what? And buying my shoes. I love my shoes. And if it means I have to wear the same pair over and over again, guess what? I will do that. And because I understand that right now buying a pair of shoes might not be the best thing to do, rather let me take that money and put it in an investment somewhere. I've started trading as well, put it through that. You know, various things that could actually help me make more money in the long run. So yeah, that's the one thing.
And another thing too, when you talk about monetize your cash and your money, because sometimes sometimes we get subscriptions that we forget.
Oh yeah, check that too.
And it's coming out your bank because you don't remember. And these $4 or $5 that's coming out your bank, they add up, and so you're not even using it no more. You're not even using that item. You're not even using it, and they're still taking out that subscription from your bank account. So you need to monitor these things so that if you're not using that product, that subscription, get rid of it, cancel it, so that you can start monitoring and saving.
Yeah, absolutely. What is the second point?
Yes, avoid the mattress for your cash.
I love that. I really, really, because we still have people who hide money on the mattress. Believe it or not, during 2022, we still have those people. That's not the best. But even, I think you're going to mention this point, even those who save money in the bank.
Yes. So what it means is avoid the mattress for your cash. You know, put in majority of your money in a checking account with no interest. You know, it basically it's like your grandparents, what they used to do, put their money under the mattress, because they feel like it feel more safe and more protected. Nobody can get my money. They're not gonna steal my money. But it wasn't gaining any interest. They wasn't making money from that money under the mattress. And it's the same thing when you got your money in the checking account.
What about CDs? Because I know most older people love CDs. You know, is it worth putting your money in a CD?
Short term. It's better than a checking account. It's better than a checking account.
Because at least you're getting something.
Something, yes. At least you're getting something.
So something is better than nothing.
Yeah, something.
In other words.
Because a CD is 3%. It's better than a savings account.
Right.
So if you got a good bit amount of money, let's say 20,000, 15,000, and you don't want to spend it, the best way is to put it in a CD, because in the CD you have.
That's not the best way.
Well,
a better way.
A better way.
Because there are best ways.
Yes,
to
a better
invest
way
money.
from a savings account. From a savings account is to put it in the CD, because the CD is a 6 months. Especially if you look to use that 10,000, 15,000 within 6 months, you want to put it in a CD so that it gains you 3% interest, because the savings account ain't giving you pennies of a dollar. You ain't making no money in a savings account. You're making less than 1%.
Yeah.
In a savings account. And they charge you all these different fees, or because I don't even want to go into. I took my money out of Bank of America, because like I got money in it, and you taking money. No. So, but that's what happened when you put your money in a checking account. So that's what they mean. Avoid the matches for your cash.
Right.
You want your money to earn for you. You want to earn while you sleep.
Yeah.
You want to earn while you make.
Yeah.
And so when you just got your money in a checking account, your money is not earning for you. You're not. Your money can't count. It can't have a compound interest.
Yeah.
Another thing you want to do, how earning interest is having 401ks. Having these little money markets accounts. So these is ways that you could do so that you're able to earn some interest.
Yeah.
It's these little 401ks, money markets accounts and things like that, and CDs and annuities and IRAs. Yeah. So this is what you want to do to not.
But what about just a regular person?
Yeah, I just said that a money market account. It don't cost much to put your money in a money market account.
Right.
It's better than a savings account. You're still dealing with the bank.
Right.
It's still a
and
bank
it's not
account.
under your bed in your mattress. That's a big no.
Yeah. But a money market, because you don't need as much to put in a money market. You don't need as much to put it in a CD. It 5,000 or a saving club. It could but you don't wanna have majority of your money in the checking account.
Yeah.
Because the checking account, you're not gaining no interest. So and start establishing relationships with smaller banks too. Nobody don't tell us this though, because we run to the big banks and we're not gaining. When we need a loan, when we want to buy a house, when we want to buy a car, that Bank of America, these big banks ain't giving you no loan. They give you a hard way to go to get a loan. But start establishing relationships with your community banks. With your community banks in the area, so that when you want to borrow money for a home, for a car, whatever you want to buy buy a car, it would be much easier to get a loan from your smaller bank. Nobody don't tell you this though, because it's but we want to keep it real. We want to keep it real with you, and we want to tell you tips and information so that you could grow.
Yeah. So another one is make sure that you reassess your debts. Because the reality is, although it's not guaranteed, that inflation and higher interest rates usually go hand in hand. So, for example, other people can refinance their mortgages and could, be paying much less. And you can even just put it on a fixed interest. you know, your credit cards, etc. Don't take credit cards that are the interests are not fixed and they'll keep going up, especially during high inflation, because it's gonna hurt you in the long run. You know, you're not making enough probably that will actually offset that extra cost. You know, so just reassess your debts and things that you don't really need. For example, if Netflix is too much for you, move to a Fire Stick. You know, if you can't really afford cable, you know, probably move to Netflix, because Netflix is much cheaper than cable. You know, if you, there's certain, like, spend less on shoes, Caesar. Hope you heard that. Spend less on shoes. Spend less on impressing the Joneses.
Yeah.
Spend less on things that are not a really necessity, but rather a luxury during a time like this. You know, because these times will end and we will offset this somehow, somewhere in the near future. But whilst we're in it, let's be smart.
Yes, or another thing too, if you like to do these different things, let's say you want cable, then earn more money.
Yeah.
Get a second gig, get a second hobby. You know, if you want to keep the cable,
have a side hustle.
Then have a side hustle. So that you can keep the cable, so that you could go get the clothes, because we don't want to keep you from not living life.
Yeah.
We want you to enjoy life. We want you to live life.
Life is for the living now.
Life is too short.
Yeah.
We don't want to keep up with the Joneses.
Not guaranteed. Yeah.
Yes. We don't want to keep up with the Joneses, but you know, if you need to make a little extra money so that you to keep your cable on, then make sure get a side hustle.
Yeah, and side hustles are an in thing now.
Yeah,
because most people are working from home, and those who are not, there's still side hustles that will help you just work off your phone, etc., or even do on weekends. You know, we won't name some of them because we don't want to influence you.
Yes.
But think of something that you think you can do that can just put extra money in your pocket, because right now we actually need it. That's the honest truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So and the next one is a big one: invest to outpace inflation. You want to start investing to outpace inflation.
Yeah.
And I like this because you just don't want to invest, but you want to diversify your investment.
Yeah.
And you want to invest in different assets classes. You know, my favorite one that would outlast inflation is real estate. Invest. I'm gonna say how my mentor say it. Invest in the bricks. He said invest in the bricks. Because with inflation rises, right? If it's growing, guess what happened? Rental is going up.
Yeah, of course.
So guess what? If you're renting, your rent is going up every year.
Yep.
So that's more money for the homeowner. You know, property value goes up.
Yeah.
So because of inflation, the property value goes up, the rental value goes up. So it helps, and so you can invest in different asset classes in real estate, as well as you want to start investing in stocks and bonds, especially as the value decreases. You know, you want to invest in bonds, you want to invest in gold, and also a new thing, cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
You know, so that's another thing. So, but we want to tell you, before you start investing your money in these different assets classes, you have to do your research.
Yeah.
You have to do
There's a lot of scammers out there as well.
And not just that, it's not easy. You just can't jump into real estate. Like I'm a
Listen, I'm learning to do
trade. You just
my God, my head is spinning. Like, what are these numbers and these? I have a mentor, and I tell her, mentor, I'm losing it right now, and she just laughs at me. But guess what? I've invested in a course for that, and I'm learning slowly but surely. By the end of this year, I know that I'll be a good trader. You know, because I don't want to be dependent on these. On a third party or
the government.
No, I'm talking about traders.
Oh, traders,
that are trading on your behalf,
yes.
that are gonna probably blow your account or whatever the case is. I want to be able to learn that skill myself, because it's actually an in thing, and you can actually make a nice amount of money from that, and a good income. You know, so think of things that you can do. Learn a new skill if you have to.
Learn, yes.
You know, for me, it was short term when I thought about doing it, but now I'm realizing I know short term. I gotta learn the skill, because It is a skill. So think of something that
Yes.
will be help you to make a nice amount of money in the near future.
Because you cannot just feel like you hear people say invest in stocks, invest in cryptocurrency, invest in real estate, and without you can't just invest in it and not paying or getting education for it, because you will lose money. You will get frustrated. You will want to. You're like, it's not working for me. It would work if you invest in it.
Give it time. Trust the process.
These people saying invest in it, but you have to do your homework.
Your due diligence.
You gotta do
and
your
guess
due
what I always
diligence.
say? You pay for ignorance.
Yes, you pay for ignorance.
You pay for ignorance. These things can be learned.
Yes.
So don't try to find the fast way out.
Yes.
There's no fast way to riches unless you win the lottery, which I wouldn't mind. Lord, please help me. But while we're waiting for the lottery to come, how about
we're gonna learn? Yes,
skills?
we're gonna learn some skills,
Yeah.
and we willing to invest in what we need. If we had to pay for a course, a training, a system, whatever we need to help us to be better in investing in real estate or stocks or bonds or trading or whatever it is. We find the course that we like, that fits our learning style,
right?
Because we all learn differently, and so there's many courses out there, but definitely pay for it. And don't follow the noise, because I'm learning this too, especially with stocks. If somebody talking about something, you're late. You missed it. If they say buy this, stop, don't do it. You missed it. You missed your time. Look for the next stop. See, this is what you got to do your homework, because if they tell you to buy, it's over. It's done. You got it's done. It's over. Don't follow what people telling you to do.
They're gonna make money off your money.
Yeah, they're gonna make money off your money. So don't follow all the
Don't
noise.
go for pyramid schemes either. Don't. There's no easy way to make money.
There's no easy way to make money.
You gotta just do it the hard way, and you know what? You'll make it. But let me just jump on to the last one. Monitoring your salary. That is so critical.
So big.
Because let me say something. In a period of high inflation, it's important to pay attention to your salary, to your income. Because if your boss has not increased that salary, guess what? Guess what happens? If we're in high inflation and you had not had a pay rise.
The worst. You're in the worst place.
A bad place.
A bad place.
Because if your salary stays the same and the cost of everything goes up, then you're effectively making less money. Because now you're paying more for other stuff when you're making less. So I know most bosses like to give us 2%, 3%, right? That's why I hate a job.
Just so broke.
Oops, so that wasn't so
great mind thinking like.
That's so heavy. Or journey of the broke, I call it as well. That's why I hate it so much, because they're giving us 2%, 3%. No, they're giving you 2%, 3% increase in income in your salaries. And inflation is not even 3% right now. It's way up, So we're going to really, really be able to monitor our salaries so that we are in a better position to live.
To leverage.
To combat, this inflation. Because if you're just living carelessly and thinking that, you'll be okay, you're not. Because right now, actually, the reality is most of us, our expenses come out as a debit order, or what do you Americans say?
Debit.
You say debit orders as well?
Debit.
No, okay, I'm just checking.
Credit.
No, debit.
Debit, okay.
They come out, and you don't really see it. And we make payments through our credit cards, etc. So you don't really see the notes. But they're actually going. And if you take note, you'll realize that your money is going a less journey than it should. Instead of it finishing probably, for example, if you're a weekly earner, instead of it finishing on the next Friday where it's supposed to be finishing, where it used to be finishing, now it's finishing on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
If you're a monthly earner, I feel sorry for you. Instead of it finishing in the second or third week, it's gone by the first week.
Yeah.
So take note of these things so that you're not going to be going to Peter to pay Paul because you don't want to go through that.
Yes.
Anyways, we've come to the end. I hope that was helpful because even as we do the research ourselves, it's helpful for us because we're learning so much. But we hope that you benefited from that and you're able to use it to combat what we're going through right now. We are living in scary times.
We are.
And, but if you have information is power.
Information is power. But the thing is, information is powerful. But what you're gonna do with the information after you get the information?
Don't just consume.
But start implementing.
Don't be the hearer of the word, but be the doer of the word.
Yes.
So we're saying, don't be the hearer of information, but you got to do. You gotta act. You gotta put into action.
Don't get all this content and all this great value, and then you're not doing nothing with it. Yeah. Start using it in your life. Start putting it into good use and put it into practice. Because when you begin to put these tips, these tools into practice, you'll start seeing yourself getting better and better. Yeah.
And remember, teach your children to
teach your children.
Share them. Like I remember when I was growing up, we had the piggy bank.
Yes, the piggy bank.
Get that for them because at least it's teaching them something. Even open up a bank account for them.
When I was growing up, we had vacation clubs, Christmas saving clubs. Every year my father used to put money in the Christmas saving clubs where we had to get at the end of the year. So start these things. Start teaching your children these principles.
When they do a chore, you pay them $1 or whatever for it. Not because you're paying them to do a job, because in my family, you can't be paid to do your job. But it's just teaching them that money does not fall from trees.
Yes.
There's actually money, you have to actually put in work to get money. Right. So, let's educate each other. Let's be more aware and be more smarter. Now we've come to my favorite part of the episode, and that is subscribing. Guys, we almost had 1,000 subscribers. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So we really would love to be at 1,000 by the end of this month. It is my birthday month and our wedding anniversary month on the 24th of March.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. We're getting there. Gifts are permitted.
Yes, gifts are permitted. If you want to send us a gift, you're welcome to send us a gift.
Them on. We love them.
Yes, we love them.
And so we'd really love a gift more than anything of just reaching 1,000 subscribers.
Yes,
so
that's the greatest gift.
Share our video with your family, friends. It's not enough for you to just watch it for yourself. Be kind. Sharing is caring.
Share
it. And make sure that you press that notification bell because we want you to be reminded every time we upload a new video.
Yes.
And also, if you can put out a comment as well, tell us what you think about what we just shared with you.
Yes.
We don't want you to listen and not write back to us because otherwise we won't know that you watched.
Yes, give us some feedback.
Give us some feedback. And also, you can listen to us on our audio platforms, which are
Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And like I always say, please follow us. Hit that plus button. I know Apple Podcasts, you have to hit the plus button. So hit the plus button or the follow button. Give us a 5-star rating. We love a 5-star rating. And write a review. It helps us to grow the podcast.
Shout out.
Yes, it help us to grow the podcast. We definitely want to climb the charts on these different platforms, so that it brings different opportunities to the Chaplin Chillers.
Yes, why not? Because the better for us, the better for you. Also, we really would love you to be friends with you on social media. Hey, why don't you follow us? You can follow me on Instagram at LadyCaesar1 and LJ
at Get Inspired by
LJ.
On Instagram and YouTube, as well as subscribe and hit the notification bell and leave a comment on the channel. I do put out weekly motivations every week, and so like I said, we just trying to grow because that's what we're about.
Yes, so thank you so much for tuning in. And we are excited that.
And follow us. Follow us.
Oh,
on
yeah,
all
please,
platforms.
why? Please make sure that you follow us on all platforms at
Chilling with the Chaplins.
How can I forget that?
Yes,
But
Chilling with
also,
the Chaplins.
we just want to say thank you for tuning in
you.
and for listening till the end. Because some people, they leave us halfway. We love you.
Yes, we love you
The one
anyway.
that stayed till the end, we love you more.
We love you.
So, anyways,
You gotta stay to the end because you never know when we're gonna give something away.
because we do planning on doing that.
Yes.
Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will have a giveaway episode, and so I hope you tune in and you'll continue going this journey with us. So
Yes.
as we
Continue to
round
grow with
off,
us.
we're gonna say thank you for tuning in,
Yes, thank
and
you.
have yourself a great month of March.
Yes.
Happy Women's Month to all the women out there.
Yes.
We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Season, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So, we can take control of our life. Let's go and let's get it started.